Okay, hello and
Hello.
welcome to Material Girl Podcast with me, Susan Riddell, and
Me, Amanda Dwyer.
So we just thought we'll start as we always do by talking about our hormone horoscopes. For those of you that are new listeners, we're getting new listeners. We're getting many.
We had 5 more subscribers actually, I saw. That's great.
I was trying to make it sound better than that, and you're up here 5.
I'm grateful. Listen, I'm grateful for the 5.
Because then they'll tell 5 people, then they'll tell 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
Then do you remember that? Do you ever watch Wayne's World?
I know for years so.
I love Wayne's World. That's like my favourite film.
I dressed up as Garth a couple of Halloweens ago.
My sister-in-law and my brother dressed up as Garth and Wayne.
Oh,
That's a good. Why do we not do that?
Wayne and Garth for the
Aye.
Halloween show.
Oh,
But I'm Garth.
We might as well actually start by asking our listeners, subscribers, and stuff like, tell us what to dress up as for our material. We're having mention up top. We're having a Material Girl Halloween special on the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
So Jojo Sutherland is headlining that, and we're going to have her on the next podcast. And me and Amanda are there as always. And we're going to dress up.
Well, we dressed up last year, but there was no theme.
I was just a cow.
I was Velma for Scooby-Doo.
That's right. So
My wig came off.
I've suggested to Amanda that we should just go as like a slutty theme. Slutty Halloween theme.
Anything I say, I'm like, what about this? She's like, I slutty that. And I'm like,
You can slut anything up.
I know.
Give me something.
I don't think I can pull off slutty.
What? You can definitely pull off slutty.
I'm offended. Right, okay. Right, so what slutty things should we be?
Aye. No, we don't have to go with that. Like, maybe you would want to see something. It just gives suggestions and we'll decide. You can just make anything slutty.
We don't have to. Everything I say, you'll be like, aye, but slutty.
Aye, I know, because I want to embrace my inner slut
Okay.
for Halloween.
All right.
Because see, when I was younger, actually, I kind of swerved the whole slutty thing.
Me too.
I was more kind of, I've got personality, all right.
I was more like, this is funny. Oh, this is good. This
Aye.
is scary.
What was some of your best costumes?
I think one of my best costumes was only a couple of years ago. I handmade a Pennywise costume.
Oh, I saw photos in that.
And
We'll put a wee photo up.
I made my Wayne, he was like 3 at the time, I bought a 50 quid Marks and Spencer's yellow raincoat for my Wayne.
Did
Just
you
so
keep
this
it?
Halloween, I kept it, aye. It's a good raincoat. I
Get it
did
on
wear
fucking Depop.
Oh,
Shove it on
it is.
Depop.
I don't know what it is now. I think I gave it away.
I put something on Depop. I put it on Depop and I put it on Vinted, a dress, and I was just like, this is amazing. Like, I'm going to sell this, but it's still up there.
That's like me. I've put a few things on Depop and
You
nobody
can't
wants them.
find it.
They're cheap
I
as
know.
fuck.
No, that's the thing. I looked at everybody else's prices and I was like, oh, all right, okay.
You asking 20 quid for the second one
No, it
dress.
was like 50 quid. But it was like it was like a French Connection dress.
Aye, but nobody's paying more than 8 quid for that on Depop.
I know, pure. No,
Why
you're
is
not
that?
getting it then. I'd rather get it at a charity shop than all that hassle of packaging it up and all that for 8 quid.
Aye, that's the high. I'm kind of glad nobody's ordered it because
Right, I think I'm just going to keep it on there for 50 and some
Just
schmuck
see.
will come along and buy it.
some schmuck. That'll never happen.
No.
4 years time, I'll be like, how's your dress? You'll be like, it's still there.
But then it's vintage at that point, so... Anyway, maybe we should dress up as concept Halloween costumes.
What?
Nothing, just ignore me.
What do you mean? No.
Just like mind, that used to be a thing that people done, like hipstery, like you wouldn't know what you were by looking at you, and then they'd be like, and you'd have to
So what are you? And then you'd be like, well, what, like a riddle? Like a visual riddle?
You know, nothing springs to mind, but
No, I'd rather just be like, oh, she's obviously...
aye, there's
slut.
nothing worse than having to explain your costume to somebody.
Aye.
So I used to be really, really, really into Halloween
I love Halloween.
in a big way, but I just don't know what's happened to me over the years. Like, I've just not get the motivation for it.
Like, one of my best costumes actually was we dressed up in school 2 years ago and I went as Coraline and Wayne's were actually like scared of me.
I've never saw that film. Is it good?
Aye.
Coraline?
It's like a children's horror movie.
I've saw the photos for it with the big eye. Is it like Tim Burton?
Is it Tim Burton? I don't think it is Tim Burton.
I don't think it is
It's
either.
not Tim Burton.
But it looks a bit Tim Burton.
It's very I don't think it is Tim Burton at all. But it's good. It's the first film I saw in 3D, and I was actually terrified.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's so good. You need to watch it. So
I will. That's on my list.
Aye, so I did really good. Like I was just like normal Coraline one half, and then I was like the fucked up Coraline on the other half.
That's a spoiler.
Like the button eyes and stuff.
Right, I'll watch it.
No, it's not really a spoiler because it's not a spoiler really.
You've always got one of their drinks.
I have. I should be sponsored by Ice Brown. It's an ice brown sugar oat shake and espresso.
But it's just it's a noisy drink.
I'm sorry.
You can have a fucking drink.
Always pure. And then I've got to chew on the ice and all that. I'm sorry. I'm just...
It's a ASMR. It's fine. Go take a big loud gulp. I'm actually having a He's Peace, my sister's cafe on Causeway Side Street, Tollcross. Tollex, get yourself down here.
Tollex.
It's the best coffee kicking about. Tollex. It really is.
It's really good food.
She always gets
the coffee's good. I've had the coffee.
They don't do iced coffees. I keep saying to them do iced coffees, but I think they're going to wait for the summer to launch the iced
because I'm freezing the day.
I only fucking wanna with your iced coffee. Right, let's get back on track. Okay, so I'm going to try and get pictures. The best fucking... I've had so many good costumes, I don't think I can choose, but I did dress up as a corpse bride. That was a highlight.
Oh, aye.
And I done my whole face blue and all that. I bought an old wedding dress off of eBay, like pure fucking cut it all up and all that. And it was amazing. And then that night I got absolutely blitzed at Strathclyde Student Union and just went back to a party with this guy and never told anybody where I was gone, and so everybody was all like, where is she?
Oh no.
And then got in at like, cause I still stayed with my mum at this point, got in at like 5 a.m, and they were all here, where the fuck have you been? Because like none of my pals or anything knew where I was.
That's bad.
And I was just pure dressed as a corpse bride, like what? So aye, that was a good Halloween. SpongeBob SquarePants.
You went to SpongeBob SquarePants?
Right, but I made it myself. I went to the foam shop, and there's an actual foam shop.
I need to see this
Near St. Nick's Centre. I'll try and find photos, but it was before people took photos all the time. Do you know what I mean?
See, probably some of my best ones were taken on disposable cameras.
Aye, exactly.
No, I can't really think. I can't even think, actually.
See, I was making an effort at Halloween before people made an effort.
Aye, so I'm just laughing. I'm thinking about my pal Jennifer, who, when we were in primary 7, we were going trick-or-treating, like take my wee sister trick-or-treating, and she was dressed as an OXO cube.
My brother dressed up as an OXO cube.
But it was like just a red bin bag with white OXO on it, and it was so funny. Like, see when we were walking about the streets, all the old guys and stuff who were just like, I don't know, going back and forth to the shop, when they saw her, were just like absolutely getting her pelters, and it was the funniest thing ever.
My brother went the whole hog and had like a box.
Aye.
So he was a square cube.
See, that's
he fell out the door because he was a box and broke his arm.
Oh my god.
When he was an OXO cube, and my ma, now that way Wayne's pure exaggerating. My mum's shut the fuck up. Like,
get up.
I think she made him go trick-or-treating.
Go and get your sweeties out.
Aye, and then it was like, oh fuck, actually he's broke his arm.
It's a shame.
Aye, so.
I was a Smarties tube once in my nursery photos.
Very dangerous to go anything that rigid.
A Smarties tube. My cousin Sammy once was the Tin Man out of the Wizard of Oz, and I'm no joking. Like, she had like, must have took my auntie ages to make it. It was just like cylinders with like they just wrapped tinfoil in them all, and then like she had like a sieve on her head, I think.
Aye.
And it was so funny, but a complete nightmare for her. She couldn't move.
I know that I don't like a restrictive costume. I went as the meerkat, to Compare the Meerkat.
Did you?
Aye, I went as him as well. I got like a nice house coat out of that vintage shop across from the St. Nick's Centre, I know.
Mr. Ben?
Mm-hmm. It was like a velvety red Hugh Hefner type.
Oh, aye.
a wee scarf out of there as well, and then I just printed the face off, and then I had these big like paw things.
Claws.
Aye, that was good. But then the mask was annoying me, so I would take the mask off, and I just looked like Hugh Hefner with fucking big
some
paws.
weird beast.
Which he was, wasn't he, in the end?
Hugh Hefner, I think so.
I think he was.
In the end?
Well, all throughout. No, but people just thought Hugh Hefner was like this fucking
legend,
aye. But I'm sure. Did you ever watch the Playboy Mansion Bunnies reality TV show thing?
Years ago.
Mm-hmm. And there was like 3 of them that were the top bunnies.
Aye.
Like Kendra was one of them, and she actually ended up having her own spin-off. Aye. And then there was another one. I'm pretty sure the main one, I can't remember her name. I'm pretty sure she came out with like some like pure fucked up stories and that about her time at Playboy Mansion.
Aye, I was reading about that recently. I feel
like I don't know any details, but
no,
every time I go to tell a story, anecdote, anything, well, really should have been doing a podcast.
Too vague.
Aye, I'm just pure well, aye, something happened, but
I don't
not
know.
really sure what. But we'll fill in the blanks yourself. You know what I mean? Take yourself off. Anything noteworthy about anything, I have no recollection.
Aye, me neither really. Unless I'm like really obsessed
with
it.
Oh, we've not read out our fucking hormone horoscopes.
I know.
Hold on a minute. Right, let's quickly just...
Let's find where we're at.
Right, hold on. Mine's the saying I'm on day 12, which is like pretty much the best you can be. Right. Week 2, gal. This phase
is that what it says?
This phase of your cycle only comes round once, so take advantage of your high energy, great mood, sharpened brain skills, and intense passion while it's here. What a lot of fucking shit. There must be something wrong with me then, because I can tell you, like, I have never felt less motivated in years.
Mine's is a lot of shite and all.
I just want to hibernate. I was thinking that the day before I left. I was pure, I just want a month long.
Oh no, mine's is quite...
Amanda, you're not listening.
I'm sorry. You asked me if... I'm sorry, obviously. I also was, you just want a month long...
I'm feeling fucking demotivated.
You just want a month long holiday.
It's too late.
No, it's not. Late. Come on.
I feel like you're my boyfriend now, and I'm trying to tell you something and you're not listening. Like that kind of thing. And then you're just drinking and making noise and annoying me now. I don't want to kill you.
Tell me the story. I was just finding my day. I'm all over the place.
Fucking multitask. No, I was just stop. I was just saying, I just want to fucking hibernate. Like, I've got no motivation. I don't want to do anything. I would like to stay in my bed and like just I want a telly in my room and just watch things. I don't want anybody to talk to me.
I don't have a telly in my room.
Maybe like
for that reason.
I just want nobody to talk to me for a month and I can just watch things.
Just do it. You can just do it.
I can't. How can I do that?
Just make it happen.
I can't. I've got gigs and all that to do.
Cancel them.
I've got gigs to do and bills to pay.
No.
And podcasts.
Put them on the back burner. I'm the same. Remember I was texting you the other day saying, I can't get out of my bed. I just feel pure sad. So
maybe there's something in the air.
This makes sense. So it says, good news. Mood, right? We're in the mood section. Good news, at some point today, estrogen begins to climb after dropping like a stone for the past few days, putting an end to any plunging estrogen irritation and sadness that you may have experienced.
Are you on day 1?
Day 18.
No, that's not right. That sounds like day 1.
It's day 18 and all. I mean, they're just using the same pattern. Brain, if you've got tasks that require stellar memory, for instance. No, I don't. Energy. Mere energy. Money, somehow it was...
Maybe you're just being better with money, because there's apparently times in your cycle when you spank money.
Aye, it's the best days to make decisions. Romance. less interested in seeking out a partner. If you're in a relationship, less annoyed today by your honey's minor faults. Nah. Career, school, food.
I think you've got the wrong day. I really do.
Probably have. But I honestly just spent all week pure depressed. Remember, we had
no,
material
but like
girl.
now your estrogen's climbing.
It's
Maybe
climbing,
that's
aye.
why.
Maybe it must have been. I was saying because I was like so sad, and I was like, I know there's no reason for me to feel this way, but I just was like, must be my hormones or something. Because I was honestly,
Aye, well there you go then.
I was upset and I was angry for no reason, but also because we did Material Girl on Monday and some people from my work came.
Why?
And I did a whole routine about my bumhole. And then we just like regretted it like every second since.
Aye.
And then I didn't see these people until yesterday.
Oh, did you see them? Right, so Amanda was like voice noting me
I was going to phone in sick.
Was it the school was on strike and stuff? You know, the people that worked there, so the school was shut. So Amanda didn't have to face the people that she was talking about her bum hole to.
Well, let me just say, it wasn't just. It's a bit of new material that I'm doing. It's a joke. I was like, it's a joke. With like a wee bit of truth to it.
It's funny because it's true.
I was just doing a routine about how I'm not.
You don't want to give away your punchline, but she was doing a joke about how
I was doing a joke
something about how her bumhole looked. But you could just be like, my bumhole doesn't look like that.
I know, but it does. No, I was doing this. I done a whole 5 minutes about my bumhole, and then
she was pure having an existential fucking. She's like, oh my god, I can't believe I spoke about my bumhole, my whole work.
No, my whole work was like 3 people, but
3 people from work. So what happened when you saw them then?
They were like, please.
How did you walk up to them? Amanda, talk us through this.
I went in and I was like, hey, and they were like, hi, you know, just like normal. And then
see, before you went in, were they all pure? There she's here.
Here she comes.
Did you hear them going, "That's your bumhole"?
No. Luckily, no. I went in and then they were just like, hey, and then the girl who I work with who sat at the front row with her pal, she was like, I'm sorry, I sat at the front, there was no other seats. And I was like,
that was a shame for her.
I was like, it's fine. I was like, I'm sorry that no, I never mentioned the bumhole yet. I was just like, no, it's fine. I was like, did you just have a good night? You know, like, and they were like, aye, and that. And I was like, all right, okay. And then I was just like, went a wee bit quiet and I was like, sorry for talking about my bumhole so much.
What did they say?
We're just like, sorry. We're just laughing.
I feel like in support of you in that moment, I'd have been like, it's alright. My bumhole's weird and all.
No.
You've done that?
Nobody admitted. Nobody said that.
I'm going to say, what, was there 4 of them?
There was 3 people that I work with and one wasn't in. He doesn't work a Friday.
It's like, even out of 3 people,
I wasn't worried about him. I wasn't worried about him. One of them
would have like admitted to their weird bumhole.
No, I'm the only one in the staff room with a weird bumhole. Apparently, I'm not buying it. Anyway,
it's so funny. Anyway, now you've told the nation.
Anyway, I feel better now because
she's accepted it.
No,
I told you once you face up to things, is never as bad as you think it's going to be.
It was totally fine.
Aye.
I was going to phone in sick. I was like, how can I phone in sick? I can't face these people.
I've got a sore bumhole.
And I literally maybe only spoke about it for 2 minutes.
I know. And it's not even graphic or anything. It's
I know,
funny.
it's just silly. It's really silly.
It's silly.
And they were laughing. That's like people were laughing.
I'd say that got the biggest laugh.
Aye. But then my estrogen plummeted. Aye. And so did all my self-confidence and worth. And I just hated myself for mentioning it.
Aye,
I didn't want to face somebody who heard me say it.
I know. I mean, we've all been there. That's just the sacrifice you make
for your art
to get a laugh at any cost.
I will say anything to make people laugh.
Throwing yourself under the bus constantly. Just, you know what I mean?
Aye, but I feel better now. I feel a lot better now.
Aye, I think because our style of comedy is quite self-deprecating. and we're always talking about. We're never talking about how fantastic we are. Or we're never talking about how shite other people are.
Oh no,
well, I am when I'm talking about dating, but usually it comes back to me. But
I do talk about.
But we do kind of slag ourselves up. We fucking.
You've got to.
We sacrifice our dignity.
I know. I don't know. Nobody cared. The truth is, remember I was saying, you were like, honestly, what the truth is, nobody's even thinking about you. Nobody cares. And she's like, we're all going to die, and there'll be no trace of this ever happening. I was just
you
like,
and your bumhole are going to be wiped off the face of the planet in a nuclear attack.
I wasn't comforted by that in that moment. I was like, we're all going to die. Like, I felt that low that I was just like, that's a panic attack inducing statement right there.
There are two types of people though. Like, that makes me feel better to think that nothing's going to exist.
It's weird because sometimes it makes me feel better and sometimes it's not what I want to hear and it makes me feel scared.
But here's the thing, like, this is what I'm not saying I'm pure. The only thing at death stuff that scares me is other people dying. I don't get scared about me dying. I get scared about like other people dying. But if we're all fucked, we're all getting pure.
I get scared about all it. I get scared about what happens after you die. I know I don't think anything happens. I just mean like when they cremate you. What if you have got a wee soul in there and it's like roasting hot in the fire? You never think about that, do you?
No, because
I do.
Your soul wouldn't be burned. Your soul's like flame retardant.
Is it?
I would imagine so.
Your soul's flame
it's
retardant.
Like, you can't.
You're up and you're out probably, but I don't know. Let's stop talking about death.
Oh no, I want to actually. This is one of the things I wanted to talk about. Because it's like the spooky Halloween episode. I've been going down a rabbit hole of spooky weans.
Spooky weans?
Mm-hmm. Aye. I've always thought weans are quite spooky.
They are a bit.
Aye. It's like one of the reasons why I don't want one. Because like, there's something creepy about toddlers in particular, right? And no, it is, because look at movies and all that, like.
Aye, but that's why they're so scary, because it would be
the juxtaposition.
Aye, because like weans are obviously so like pure and innocent. That's what's scary to think of them being.
No, because I don't think dogs are scary. You never see a fucking dog in a.
I do. You've not seen Cujo?
Aye, that's one particular film when the dog went mental.
Have you not seen Beethoven?
That's not spooky. Do you know what? I haven't seen Beethoven. No. There's this guy I always see on Tinder. No, it's Bumble. Who's got a big giant. I might put a picture of this up.
St. Bernard.
No, it's a big giant. St. Bernard, like a Beethoven dog. It is massive, and I always try and match women and never matches with me.
You always try and match because you want to see the dog.
Aye.
You need to put Annie in your profile, I think. Then.
No, I think he's obviously get Fanny getting flung at him left, right, and centre because he's big giant dog. He's got his pick of the litter.
Menus,
mm-hmm. Dog
you do a bit about that, aye. Mm-hmm. Well, it's true. They totally use like the dogs.
It's the best bit of dog fishing I've ever seen.
Alright.
And Andy's really handsome and also probably a sex pest or a horrible guy. Anyway, so there's not been any movies where there's a dog standing at the end of the bed. If there was, do you know what I mean? Like you wake up and there's like a wee creepy toddler at the end of the bed, like staring at you. If it was a dog, you'd just be like, oh. So isn't it innocence?
But dogs bark at ghosts and stuff.
Aye, that is. Aye, I'll give you that. Mm. Aye, that's
so
quite
if a dog
creepy.
was barking and you didn't really know what that'd be scarier than a 2-year-old standing in your room.
Well, no, because really I just always put it down to, because Annie does bark at stuff and I'm pure about she barking at, but it's because their hearing's so good.
I know.
Anyway, weans are spooky, and I have been doing a rabbit hole of children who talk about their past lives.
I love this. So did you see that show? And it's like the wee boy, and it's set in Scotland, Is it Scotland? I'm sure it is. Anyway, he's talking about he's always going on about his Barra mum and his Barra.
No, but that was right. So what I did was I've just never watched like. I know there's documentaries and there's like films and stuff and books and all that, but I was just on TikTok looking at Hunters a wee like how people like do the true crime thing.
Clip them.
They just clip you wee bits and showing you these spooky wee wains. But that boy did get mentioned. He wants to go to Barra and his real family.
They took him to Barra to see where his house was and stuff, and it's kind of like how he described, but I can't remember. Some things weren't they exactly, but basically he said he lived in Barra and he fell and I think he was like in an accident, died, and then he came out and he was like with this new family.
Aye.
Kind of thing. It was a few years ago I watched it, but it was really...
Is it an actual documentary?
Aye, it was
I'm going to watch
BBC,
that then.
I'm sure.
Do you know, I find myself getting less scared as I get older. Do you know what I think it is, right? And because I was thinking about this, right? I'm less scared of spiders. Right, I'm still scared of them, but I'm less scared of them. I'm less scared of like just everything in the dark. Used to be really scared of the dark, but I honestly think I've broke my amygdala. See that fear bit of your brain by doing stand up all the time? Honestly,
Probably,
I think I've just like broke it. Anyway, sorry.
I faced the scariest things.
So I'm going to watch that documentary. But there's loads. If you go on TikTok and just type in, what was that I typed in? Past lives, children, right? And there's all sorts. There was this, and then I went onto YouTube and started watching things and that. There's one in particular that was mad. Like there was some of them I was going, no. But one in particular I was like, you can just tell when somebody's telling the truth.
Aye.
Right, so it was this woman whose son, she was right, this woman whose son and a wee boy and a wee, I'm going to see that drink, I'm going to fucking, a woman and her son and her daughter, right, she's driving, the two wains are in the back, and he's like, pull over, mommy, pull over, mommy, and then he goes, Hanny, pull over now, right, she says his whole voice. No, like he was possessed or anything, but she's like, certain the way that he pronounced it right, and she's gone, Hanny was what my brother called me when we were wee. Nobody else called me it.
Was he dead?
He wouldn't know, the wee boy wouldn't know this. There's no way I'm known. So her brother had died in a car accident when he was like 17 or something like that. It was drunk driving. Anyway, she kind of brushed it off, and then...
What? I'd pull over and I'd be like, what did you just call me?
She did all that, but then you're just like, right, like, we need to go in our lives. You know what I mean?
Aye.
What we're going to do?
No, I would refuse.
So, I don't want to be putting a wee spooky... What can you do about if you've got a spooky
wee prick?
You can't be like, I don't know, like, you can't get away. Go away.
No.
Like, you're stuck with your wee spooky way.
That's so scary.
I know. At least if it's a spooky dog, you could just get the dog's trust.
People give their wains away.
Aye, but maybe they're spooky.
Maybe.
You ever thought of that? Anyway.
You ever thought that actually the wains are the bad guys?
Exactly. Woke up during the night and it's pure staring at you. So anyway, she...
Let it go.
No, the granny was babysitting. Obviously it was her son that died. So... she was putting him to bed.
I'm freaking out.
She was putting him to bed and he's pure, can I get Froggy? And she's pure, what? So that was her son's wee teddy, but she had kept it, obviously, because just for sentimental reasons, and she went up into the cupboard. No, she said to the wee boy to start with, what colour is Froggy? And the wee boy said yellow. She's like, there's no way. It was like a way up in the cupboard. Anyway, she got it done for him and he was pure excited and all that. So then it goes to, like, this is years later, and the boy is grown up now, and he's pure, I do believe that I'm reincarnated. And I go, that's the creepiest ones, because I'm pure, you gave birth to your brother then? That's disgusting. And people say like, disgusting? Oh, I was your grandfather, or I was your father. And you're like, well, you've just gave birth to your father. That seems like incestuous or something.
Birth to your father.
Your father's come out your
yes.
fanny, do you know what I mean?
Is he but?
Aye. By the way, the University of Virginia has done like 3,000 studies of all this stuff, and I think they've got some pretty strong,
damning evidence.
Aye.
Right, I'll have a look.
Has Ethan ever done anything spooky?
So I think
There was one that I was watching where they were like, our Wayne just speaks American and says like American phrases and stuff, but you could,
that's what Ethan does.
I know, but I was thinking like,
It's called autism, baby.
but I think this was the days before like YouTube and all that, so it wasn't like as if you could kind of blame it on them watching like YouTube videos and stuff.
Ethan never used to date. Ethan, I don't think Ethan's done it. My sister Megan though.
Your sister?
Aye, my youngest sister. She's 8 years younger than me, so I must be about 13, 14. She was wee. She was like 4 or 5 or whatever. And she used to get terrible night terrors.
Mm.
And I mean, like, she would just walk about. She wasn't quite conscious, but she was walking about just screaming.
God, that's
Like, screaming. My pal Gemma still talks about it sometimes. She's like, remember your wee sister used to pure, like, she'd just walk about kind of like eyes kind of half shut, just like, like pure, just walking about aimlessly screaming, and you're not supposed to wake them up. You just kind of need to let her like get on with it. Just kind of make sure she never like grabbed a knife or whatever. Hurt herself.
See, I told you, Wayne's are fucking scary. I think it's because if they are like that, you can't just fly kick them.
You can't hit them back.
Like an adult. I actually did something pure spooky when I was away. Well, probably about 8 or 9 or something. I was staying with I feel like I've told this story before on this podcast. I was staying with my pal Gillian. I stayed with her all the time. We were best pals, right? And her mum had a spiritist in that night, just as like a wee hang with
like a wee night, like a wee like
get a psychic in, aye. So they had been doing all that, right? Me and Gillian, it was the days when people first started getting like a computer in the house, right? So she had like this big giant fucking computer in her ma's bedroom, right? So we had been on that, just like fucking about, and then so we'd all went to our beds. And during the night, Gillian's ma woke up and I was sitting at the computer. I was just sitting at the computer. But I had sleptwalked in there.
You were like choking for a game of solitaire. Mine.
And she was like, what you doing in here? But then she realised I was hungry, so she went, just go back to bed. So I did, and I just got up and back to bed. See, that's fucking creepy. Waking up and there's a Wayne just sitting there.
You'd be like, I bet you were there. I don't think you slept over much after that.
Can't think it. No, we're still pals. She actually cuts my hair.
Does she?
Aye.
I don't think I've done anything creepy.
No. You seem like you would be a wee creepy way in a row.
No, I don't think so.
No,
I was pure sweet and cute and stuff.
but that's creepy in itself.
Is it?
I'm kind of disappointed in my nieces and nephews for not being more creepy, I have to say.
Not keeping you more material.
No, give me more content.
No, I've got Ethan's no creepy. Mila was no creepy. My sister's about to have a wee boy in a couple of weeks. Maybe he'll be a wee freak guy.
There was one woman, but there was pure putting words in her Wayne's mouth and all that. She's like, I think he was a soldier for World War One, and she's printed all this stuff off pure. Do you feel a connection with any of these people and all that? You're pure, you're fucking...
She's no well, that's no well.
Like, she was pure. Anyway,
that's...
if you've got any stories of your creepy wee kids, please, send them in and we'll talk about them the next time. We're doing another Halloween episode, so that would be good. So you don't know what a boo basket is?
No, I've never heard that.
Neither did I until fucking last week.
2 years ago.
No, it was like last week. You know how raging I was about the tooth fairy. So boo baskets. I was talking about the tooth fairy last week. How
I'm freezing. Sorry.
You should have fucking wore a jumper then.
I'm wearing a cardigan.
It's very thin.
It's thick. Chanel.
Is it a real Chanel one?
No.
It looks
it's Zara. But I bought it because I thought it looked quite Chanel.
Aye. No, like Marge Simpson
I
always
got it.
wears a Chanel suit.
I
A wee
got it.
pink Chanel suit.
I got it in a charity shop.
Maybe you should go as fucking Coco Chanel then for Material Girl.
Is she the mad shagger? Who was saying, well no, it was Jenna who was talking about it. When I bought this cardigan, because Jenna was like, it was very Chanel. And then I took it up to the wee woman. She went, oh, I like this, it's very Chanel. And I was like,
Everybody's pure.
I know, right? Okay. I know, right? And then we left, and then Jenna was, oh, but then the woman in the shop started going, but she wasn't a very good person, was she? And I was like, and I was like, was she no? And she was like, no, I watched the thing. And then we went out, and Jenna was like, what she's trying to say is, she's like, she was a bit loose.
What, was she just slut shaming Coco Chanel?
Aye, this woman in the charity shop
Well, listen.
was slut shaming Coco Chanel. And I was just like, all right, I didn't realise. Apparently, she was just like quite a bit, yeah. You know, she just put it about a bit.
Maybe you should just go slutty Coco Chanel for Halloween then.
I'll just wear this.
Aye, we just
That's
like
it.
nothing else. No, listen, right? Fucking Coco Chanel. I'm almost certain. I feel like I shouldn't be saying this without backing it up, but I'm pretty sure she was a Nazi. Never mind slut shaming her.
Was she?
Nazi shamer. I'm going to Google this right now.
Maybe that's what that woman meant. And Jenna's like, she's slut shaming her.
Look,
The Jenna's in her sluts just pure. No,
Coco Chanel slut.
slut or Nazi.
Or both. Nazi slut. Coco Chanel Nazi slut. I feel like porn's going to
3 million hits. Probably will.
Well, she was defo a Nazi, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, was she? Is she know a lot?
I knew this. I've heard this somewhere before. Coco Chanel Nazi informant.
No, I need to take this cardigan off and it's freezing.
But it's no real Chanel, so it's fine. It's just...
I know. see my sister. See the night she had that brain injury at the 1975 concert.
Aye.
She came home in her pal's trackie and it was like oh Chanel. It was like you know, like a pure fake like Chanel like jogging suit called Oh Chanel. It was just like the funniest thing ever.
Was she wearing it ironically? Or was she
My
just...
sister,
Aye.
she was wearing it because her dress was caked in blood.
Was her pal wearing it ironically?
I think so. I think like
that's such a good... I would like to...
she must have been. She's so funny. This lassie, her name's Amanda, and she's just so funny.
My auntie worked in the barras, so we used to get like hundreds of, like, when we were younger, like fake like designer stuff, and it was pure spelt wrong and all. It was like Tammy Hall figure and all, and that's pure. I would fucking love to wear that.
It's
now.
like the
really, really bad fake. That's going to be my look.
I love it.
When I was on holiday with my ex, he bought a pair of sunglasses. Now the guys that come around like selling stuff,
Aye.
he bought a pair of sunglasses off them. I think because we were sitting in a bar and his eyeballs were burning out his head, right? And they were Ray-Bans, but they were called Royal Bombs.
Royal bombs.
And
Oh, you were just gonna be like Roy bins, or
not
something.
Royal Bombs. I'm pure.
That's
Oh, you're
too
good
funny.
Royal Bombs. That was a holiday party. So.
It's unreasonable how funny I find things in Aldi sometimes. Like
Oh, but the brands that
Professor
have been
Peppy.
and like, what's their caterpillar called?
I can't remember, but
Because it's Colin, isn't it?
Aye,
It's the
Colin's
original OG.
theirs is like fucking Clyde or something like that. I don't know, but Professor Peppy instead of Dr. Pepper.
Professor Pip.
That is so fucking funny.
It's hilarious.
Every time I think about that, I can't help but be like delighted.
Do people still drink like Dr. Pepper?
Stephen loves Dr. Pepper. I know.
Dr. Pepper's fucking
I
bogging.
know. I don't. Well, I would say it's both. I would never ever choose it. I would have a sip and be like, "That's all right," but I would
think I'd
never ever. Stephen could drink like 4 litres.
He's an idiot.
I know.
I'm sorry. Like, I think we were all fooled to start with because it was like, oh, a new drink.
Aye.
But we used to drink these things that were cocktails that were Dr. Peppers. Do you remember them? So it was like half Coke,
So it was like cola,
half beer, and a shot of amaretto. Tastes exactly like Dr. Pepper.
half Coke, half beer.
Half Coke, half beer, shot of amaretto.
No, I've never tried that. I know what.
I used to get them, and I didn't even like Dr. Pepper, but it was just pure. This pure tastes like Dr. Pepper.
Amazing.
Glug, glug, glug. Right,
Pure gassy, sugary.
I know.
I had some cocktails last night.
Oh my God, Amanda, did I tell you about this? Me and my ma went for a spa weekend, and it was like dinner and cocktails and all that. One of the package things.
Aye.
Right, and I was like, I'm just going to try a new cocktail because I always drink the same thing. And so we were sitting, it was quite fancy, and we were sitting with the menus and that, and the waiter came out, who was a wee prick anyway, I didn't like him. He was a wee fud, right? I was pure, fuck up. Like, as soon as I saw him, I was just pure, fuck up. He hadn't even said anything, I was pure, you're a wee dick. Anyway, he came out and he was like, would you like to order a cocktail? And I was pure, I'm just going to try I'll have the Calman 11, right? And he's pure, he was pure, what? Like that. And I was pure, the Calman 11. And he was like, oh no, that's just the price. And then, so when he came back out, he took a dinner order. I was like, I'll just make a wee joke it. Because the price was right next to all the stuff. After he'd said that, I was pure, oh, fuck, aye. So I was like, can I have the Amanda, stop. You need to stop. That's somebody walking out your grave.
So many people are...
See if you were in a comedy audience, I would honestly hate you.
I'm no well or something.
No, but just because every time I got to say something,
I'm hungover, sorry. No, I'm not.
That's what it is.
I think it is. I had like 4 drinks last night and my body's not used to it, and I'm like...
Aye, it makes you shivery.
Aye, that's what it is.
Anyway,
Sorry.
so I tried to make a wee joke with him, and I was pure, I'll have the steak 28. Because it was like 28 quid for a steak.
Hey, alright, pure showing off. Showing off how much money she's got.
It was my ma's fucking birthday, alright? And he never laughed.
That's funny.
I know, I was pure, fuck off.
Fuck off then.
Aye.
I'll wait to fuck then, will you?
And like, you wouldn't say that. I feel as if somebody had ordered like a Calman 11, I'd just be like, right, alright.
Oh, that's it. You'd be like, you wouldn't be pure wet. You'd just be like,
that's
the price you're selling,
what
Billy.
Drink? What drink?
You know what drink, you fucking cunt.
Aye.
Oh my God. Sorry.
Anyway.
Oh my God, beat
I
that.
just felt like a pure tit. Especially because I went in for a
because you were like,
second joke.
I'll win him over with my good joke.
Just trying to win people over.
You're pathetic. That's what you get. That's what you get.
I know.
You didn't even like this guy. You were trying to win him over.
I know. Well, that's the story of my fucking life, isn't it? My whole career and my whole love life.
Is my face red?
No.
No. I feel hot in the face but cold in the bones.
Have you got some sort of fucking plague? Like, I
think it's just... I just think I'm a bit chilly.
I was doing Bonafide the other night. It's a night at the stand that Jay Lafferty runs. And there was people... Amanda, it looks like you've been taking on as a Coke or something.
I've not.
There was people in the front row, and honestly, 3 separate people sneezing.
Eh?
I know. I was pure, what the fuck is happening here? I had to keep stopping to say bless you.
Sometimes a wee bless you's funny.
Aye, I know, but no, like... I was just pure, what the fuck is going on here?
I like... want to get your snotters.
I know.
And just keep them in your face.
Anyway, we've not even... Coco Chanel is a fucking Nazi. Right, we've not even...
Not even touched the surface.
Right, she's a Nazi informant. Right, during the summer of 2021, when Antiques Roadshow visited Wadsworth Mansion in Middleton, Connecticut. Blah, blah, blah. Get to the point.
Blah, blah, blah. What Nazi was she shagging?
I feel like... Give me the highlights.
We'll need to reconvene this at a later date.
Well, there's a Guardian article that'll probably be quite to the point.
Succinct.
Aye. She operated as a Nazi agent, and there's documents to back this up.
Well, that must be what that old bastard was going on about in Jenna Spear. Oh my God, she hates her because she enjoyed sex.
Aye. With Nazis. That was a crucial bit that you missed.
With Nazis, Jenna. Is she alive or dead?
She's dead.
Is she?
Surely.
Oh, surely, aye. What fucking...
But there was loads of, like, Volkswagen, I'm pretty sure, were, like, Nazi sympathisers.
Are Adidas not Nazi sympathisers?
I don't know. I think we're just throwing out... I don't know. But did you know this?
Somebody said that to me once. What?
Did you ever say at school, all day I dream about sport?
No, it was all day I dream about sex.
We were so wholesome. And there was another one, a dog is doing a shit and doing it down a stank.
Did you about that one? And doing it down a stank. All day. Well, obviously I wouldn't say that, but I didn't say that. People would say it all day I dream about sex. I was like 10 and I was like, what?
Pure, that's when your OCD kicked in.
No, I actually think I've had OCD
for the day you were born.
For like really young. Not the day I was born, but young.
What age are we talking?
I don't know.
Can you remember your first OCD?
I used to go around and turn all the plugs in the house off.
Pure cliche OCD.
I know. Like my mum and dad would go to bed and I'd say, remember and turn the plugs off, but then I'd get up after them. It'd be like 1 a.m. I'd get up, I'd be like 7 or 8 and I'd be going around turning the plugs off that they never turned off.
Oh, that's
severe lack of
life.
It's really sad because when I went to therapy she was like, oh, that stems from never feeling safe as a child.
Aww.
I was like, that's so sad for me as a child.
But then maybe you saved everybody for a house fire. You never know.
I know, but I never.
But that is a shame.
It's sad, isn't it?
Sorry, I'm very flippant about OCD because like loads of my family have got OCD and quite a lot of my close pals have got it. So I'm just fucking sick of hearing it. So I'm just like, there's nothing that can shock me anymore.
Aye.
Anybody.
I don't really do the compulsions anymore.
No.
It's more just like
the thoughts.
The intrusive thoughts.
Just the pure.
And I used to, well, no, because I would like hide knives.
Aye. Sorry.
So funny.
I just find it so funny, like the people that have OCD, you would never do it. You would never stab me. I've not get any, like, but
I know.
So that's what makes me laugh about it.
It is. It makes me laugh as well. Don't get me wrong, right? It does make me laugh when it's no torturing me.
I know.
I can see the funny side.
I know the bad, like.
But sometimes when it's bad, I can't help but just think, I'm going to kill everybody that I love.
Sorry.
I know.
It's just so extreme.
I know, it is so extreme. But like, I can see it in my head and it's like, it'll just pop up and I'm like, ah! Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Just like scary things, like just
no,
like.
I know. Everybody gets intrusive thoughts, but it's your reaction to them, isn't it?
Aye.
That makes OCD like.
Aye. So I'll start to obsess it and think, why am I thinking that? Oh my god, I must be a bad person. Aye. I must want to do that. Aye. I must want to stab Susan through the neck with
I did want to kind of stab you when you were drinking that Starbucks, I must say. Like when you were like swishing it about and that, I kind of wanted to stab you.
It's done.
For reals. No, even just an intrusive thought.
You're like, how can I stab her and get away with it? So it's fine. I don't know how. But I.
How did we start talking about fucking Coco Chanel anyway?
I was saying my cardigan. I was talking about this cardigan.
Oh, because you were like shivering in that when I was trying to talk about boo baskets.
Aye, what's a boo basket? We're terrible. We're so bad.
Boo baskets. Right, so last week when I was on the podcast, I was talking about the Tooth Fairy, how it's been kind of commandeered. Mm-hmm. People are going too far in America. Mm-hmm. They're getting their weans like fucking $20 and hundreds of presents.
Bucks. Love the word. I love using that word. Just being like $5. It's like my cardigan, $8. It's a great word. Anyway, sorry.
Smackaroos. 8 smackaroos that was. So I went on TikTok and I don't know if it's because I was looking at the Tooth Fairy, but on my feed is these things called boo baskets, right? B-O-O. You can already guess what they are.
B-O-O.
B-O-O. Boo. Boo baskets, right? Do you know boo's a Scottish word?
Is it?
Aye.
Boo.
It's a Scottish term
Boo.
that they used to use to
It
scare.
sounds Scottish.
I read it somewhere.
Boo.
They used to use to scare crying children or something, it said.
Sorry, sin.
In like the 18th century. This is what I don't
Surely that
get.
would make them greet mayor.
Boo and woo.
Woo.
But like, see ghosts.
Yeah.
Like, why do they say boo and woo?
Don't
like,
think they say that. I want for cartoon ghosts.
what other kind of ghosts are there?
Real ghosts. Boo, woo, boo hoo.
Right, okay, we're getting off the subject anyway.
Tell us about the baskets.
Boo baskets. Boo baskets are baskets that we now have to get for spooky season. Right, so that it's a basket full of stuff. It's like, oh, right, so there's these grown women on TikTok, right?
I like the sound of this.
I know you do.
Continue. Continue.
It's right up your street, I think, actually.
I guess.
It's just another commercialisation.
Going to make one. I'm going to leave here immediately and make one. Tell me.
I think that you will, right?
Tell me what to do.
Like, so a boo basket is just like, so like, it's at Halloween-y time. First of all, you need to decide, are you a spooky? Right, this is what you need to figure out, right? First of all, are you a spooky season person, or are you a fall autumn kind of gal?
Oh, both.
No, you
Spooky.
can only be one.
Okay, I'm spooky.
I'm spooky. I'd say I'm spooky.
Spooky.
So if you're a spooky one, like, you would just get this basket full of like spooky shit. So like, I don't know, like fucking sweeties that are Halloween themed, and maybe, I don't know, right, just spooky things, right? If you're a fall person, then
So
you would
like
get
maple leaf and pumpkin spice and all that shit.
aye. So it'd be like a candle and like a blanket and like
Fuzzy socks
all
and
that shit.
Marshmallows for your hot chocolate.
Aye,
And
so-
maple syrup.
I think what annoys me about it the most is there's women on TikTok, Americans, right, being like, oh, this is your sign, send this to your boyfriend if you want a boo basket. And there's women going, oh, I just know that my boyfriend won't get me a boo basket. I'll just need to keep sending him, like, so it's a thing that women want their boyfriends to buy for them. I don't know if it's because people say like you're their boo. Like, that's
right.
like, yeah, right.
You're ruining it a bit for me, I'm not gonna lie.
So there's grown women sending their fucking boyfriends TikToks as hints to buy them a boo basket, and I'm just like, go fucking buy yourself one.
He's gonna do a shite job.
I know.
He's gonna put like, he's not gonna know where to start. He doesn't know his way around Home Bargains and B&M. Make your own boo basket. You're pathetic.
I know. And like, it's already starting to kind of, you can see, right, so it started off as a thing that a boyfriend buys his girlfriend, right? But no, there's like boo baskets for weans and that as well. And that's when I start going, no, because it's too fucking dear,
It's too
Amanda.
much. It's too much.
It's too much. People have got Christmas coming up and now they need to worry about boo baskets.
It's Ethan's birthday in October actually as well, near Halloween.
Would he like a boo basket?
Don't think so.
I know. So it's a thing birds want their husbands to buy.
No, make your own. I would put it in a basket, but I'm not going to lie, I'd go out and say, I'm going to get myself some wee Halloween. There's a new Halloween shop in town, me and my sister went, and I just got some wee ghost classes, and don't you dare.
I love a gimmick and a theme
All
as
right,
well.
right, so why
I just hate when it becomes a thing you need to do.
You don't need to do it, I just want to do it, I just like it.
Elf on the Shelf, or like giving people 800 quid for the Tooth Fairy.
No, I don't do Elf on the Shelf, I don't do that. I just bought myself a wee glass because it looked like a ghost, and I got the Wayne's wee like orange and black.
Aye, that's
Halloween
I do
ones.
love Halloween.
And I was crying laughing actually at all the costume names. So it was like Wednesday Addams obviously, but it was like Tuesday, Thursday night one was called.
It's like
And then it was like
it's like the Professor Pepe.
So I was going to put this shop. It took me a while to notice it. Once I noticed it, I then went rerun all the shop just to read the names of the costumes, and it was so funny, man. It was so funny. It was like there was like a wee Mickey Mouse for like a baby, and it was just like mousy. Like it was just pure stupid. But see, reading it, I was actually crying. Me and my sister were pure pissing ourselves.
Oh, fake stuff is the best.
There was one, and it was like. It was like, what was it? It was like Popeye, but it obviously never said Popeye. It said something like muscle sailor. I can't remember. It was like 5 words. It was way too many words to describe Popeye. It was like
Olive
tattoo
oil.
muscle sailor boy man with hats and pipe or something, like just pure like pure ridiculous.
It's
I loved
probably
it.
like made in China or something, and they've like, I don't know, tried to translate it, and it's all right.
So funny. Tuesday,
Imagine olive
Thursday.
oil is like fucking crisp and dry or something.
Aye, it's pure cooking fat.
Lard. Women.
But I love Halloween. You were at
I
my house
do.
the other night, and I had my wee Halloween candles on. My wee
Aye.
cat and my wee pumpkin, my wee.
You actually, I met Amanda's cat.
Aye,
the
and she
one that
loved
abused-
she loved it.
The one that abuses Amanda. Aye, but that's typical of an abuser, right? Make yourself out to be all charming.
He's not an abuser. He accidentally scratched me like 9 times so far. But he's a good cat, isn't he?
Cat
So
attacks
cute.
her on a regular basis.
No, he doesn't. I thought that's lies. That's pure lies.
Look at you, pure defending him.
I love him so much.
No, he was a lovely cat. He was just went and clapped, and I was cute.
He's like a duck.
But see, black cats, are they like? Is it bad luck or good luck? I never know.
I don't know. Bad luck if it crosses your path or something.
Oh, you live in a house with it, so it's going to cross your path, or does it have to be an actual path?
I don't know. I don't really know.
I mean, that's why you've been pure cursed.
Things are going pretty well. No, I've had a terrible year. You're right.
When did you get this cat?
2 years ago.
I'd like you to have a good look at your life pre black cat and post
Pre-black cat. Shit, actually. It's all starting to make sense. No.
I know, but either.
But maybe.
No. You could be like, you spooky cat. We're at the end.
Oh.
I didn't even get to talk about
funny.
how Halloween was originally a holiday for single women wanting a husband.
Wanting a husband?
Yeah.
Stop.
We'll talk about that next.
Talk about that next time.
I'll actually do a bit of research.
Aye, do a bit of research.
I love
Stop coming in
research.
here with these vague stories.
At least I've got a vague story. You're just pure. Every week I come in here and I go, Amanda, what do you want to talk about? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm like, well, I've got a few
I
things
think
I've
just
been
see,
thinking
just see. Definitely know my bumhole again.
about. That's how you ended up talking about your bumhole.
I know, because I had nothing else to say. Right. No, I'm going to come with some Halloween. We can talk about witches
Amanda's
in
got
Scotland.
We've got another spooky episode coming up.
Aye.
Witches. Oh, we've got Jojo Sutherland,
Aye.
who's going to be... I always feel like I'm saying Jojo's name wrong.
Jojo Sutherland.
She's going to be headlining next Material Girl Night on the 30th.
By the way,
Get your tickets
tickets
now.
are selling, by the way, so
The
you
tickets
snooze, you lose.
selling. So if you want to hear Amanda talk about bumhole,
In person. Come along.
if you want to see it, she's getting it.
You want to see it? DM me.
Things are tough. She's sending pictures. You probably could like make some money out of that.
Maybe I.
Weird bumhole.
It's not really something I want to make
Ish.
money. It's not that weird. Can I just say? It's not that weird. It's not money maker. It's not a money maker.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's definitely not a money maker.
Right, so I get tickets for the night. There'll be another episode coming out soon. What else anything else we want to say?
We need to say, I don't think so. I mean, we're all booked up for November and December.
Oh, we might as well tell them about November as
Yeah,
well.
let's tell them. So,
Right, so well, would you want to go? I feel like I'm butting in.
well, you were. So, November, we're going to do something a wee bit different, and we're going to have an all-male lineup in honour of International Men's Day being that month. So we've asked some of our favourite men,
yes, to
come along and perform.
Yes,
And it's going to be great. Actually, it's brilliant lineup.
So we're going to have Stephen Buchanan's going to be there. Who else?
Mark Black, Thomas Elvin, Dean Byrne, and Larry Dean.
Our headliner, Larry Goddamn Dean.
Yeah.
Who's like huge. So fucking get a ticket for that. Are they on sale?
Not yet.
I think we should stick them up.
No.
All right.
No yet.
Just don't want to do any admin.
No, the day. I know we will. We'll put them on. I probably by the time this comes out, the tickets will be in sale.
Okay. Also, fucking December.
We're getting a bit ahead of ourselves here, but that's fine.
We're planning it for the 18th of December. So if you're looking to book a Christmas night out, with your work or something, maybe. We're going to have Jay Lafferty headlining that night, who will be doing she did a show about pole dancing. She's going to do a wee pole dance for us, most likely.
Is she definitely? Okay.
I
hope so.
And it's funny as well. And we're going to have a DJ for a wee while after the actual comedy night as well. Hopefully Amelia Bailey,
yeah, she's confirmed. She's our DJ.
So cool. She's got a wee spot as well.
And she's
pure, like, she'll have the tunes.
Aye, so after the show, we'll have a wee party.
Aye.
We'll have a wee party in that room.
And we're going to like do wee Christmassy things. We've not decided yet.
We had mince pies last year.
I know, but
do not shun my mince pies.
We need to do something like fun and interactive with the audience.
Mince pies are fun and interactive.
We're also going to have a wee bit of interactive stuff at the Halloween night on the 30th of October as well. So we'll not tell you too much about that, but
dress up. I dress up if you want, because
dress up for the October one. We're dressing up, and we're going to give a prize to the best dressed audience member as well. So, it'll be a good prize.
Will it? What will it be? Oh, aye, it will be. Anyway, we're going to go now.
Yeah, we're going to go.
We're going to go.
We're going to go.
Where are we going? What are you doing?
I'm going to Bigger.
Are you again?
Aye, it's like 2 nights.
Oh my god!
I did a gig in Bigger last night.
That's miles away.
It's not that far away. It's like an hour away. But it's like the wee windy country roads.
I went on a school music trip to Bigger once. Like band camp. I went to band camp in Bigger. And the place, we went to the wee town, the Bigger town, and it had a tiny wee theatre with like puppets.
I saw that.
We went to see the Tinderbox.
Was it good?
It was so cool, aye. I loved it.
I saw a wee sign for Puppet Theatre.
Puppet Theatre, aye, that's what it was. Oh, it was great.
I'm in the Corn Exchange. I did the gig last night, and I just felt like they just didn't like me.
Nah.
So hopefully the night they'll like me, but it's not up to me.
No.
They weren't having it. A few people liked me, but most of them were just lukewarm towards me. But hopefully it'll be better the night.
Alright, well,
it's just driving there. Oh my god, it's like,
that sounds shite.
It's country roads, man.
I drove to Weems Bay last night.
Is that wee country roads as well?
No, really. It's like the M8 and then kind of like through like Port Glasgow, and there's a couple of wee thingy roads, but it wasn't like, wasn't treacherous.
I don't get the country road thing. They're just pure. Right, now that you're on a wee tiny, like half the size road,
70 mile an hour.
Just
floor it, guys.
Aye. Like, who made that rule up? Just fucking in. But then when you get to a place that there is lights and that, 20 mile an hour.
Aye.
I don't go 70 mile an hour on the roads.
You're da.
But there's some maniacs do.
I know.
They overtake you and all that.
You're like, fair play to you.
Aye, just pure.
Weak.
Anyway, wait, might not say yes. Might be dead.
Good
but
luck.
I'll come and haunt yous at the Material Girl night if so.
But you better dress slightly.
Yes. Okay, right, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye. Goodbye.